Man, have you guys ever had that experience where you played a game as a kid and it was awesome, it looked amazing, everything was perfect, and then you come back to it 5, 10, 15, 20 years later and you're like, did it really look like that? I think what my brain has been doing to me lately is it's actually been updating the graphics of my memories of a game and bringing them to the modern era. So, I said I was going to play some Plants vs. Zombies. I loaded this up and I'm like, holy shit, it looks like ass. This is incredibly low res. And there's no widescreen for it. And I was honestly trying to figure out what was wrong. And the answer is, my memory of this game kept getting updated so that it is on par with what it would have been if it was made nowadays. And so yeah, it still looks great. The style is good. But there's very clearly, like, some heavy low-res stuff going on here that, you know, I guess I just didn't notice 10 years ago. Who knows? Anyway, welcome to some Plants vs. Zombies, just the original. I've never actually done a series on this, but I played it a long time ago. Actually, repeatedly a long time ago. It was a game that I'd played near relentlessly in college, just as kind of a fun thing, or before. And I've always wanted to see, like, a proper successor. We played a little bit of something, the kind of intense, or mostly intense, Monster Defense. Like, that one seems neat, but it doesn't hold a candle to this. It just really isn't. Your brain upgraded the graphics of DS Super Mario 64 and only realized the graphics sucked this year. It's wild. Just how little, or how much your memory can play tricks on you. Because the way... I don't actually remember how I'm supposed to line this up exactly. But the way human memories work is not because you directly remember exactly what anything looked like from years ago. You just kind of remember... this isn't true for everybody, but you kind of remember exactly the series of events or, like, certain details, and then your brain stitches the details together to recreate what it probably was kind of like. So, off the top of my head, I could probably recreate a pretty good Captain Crunch, but it would be based on my knowledge of what Captain Crunch should look like as opposed to, you know, what he actually looks like. And so, I think that's the issue that I'm dealing with. But this year especially, I've just been having that problem, because I've been going back to play a bunch of games that I used to play when I was younger. Been slowly going through the Fable series, which is a ton of fun. And, let's see, right, I forgot you actually have to click on this stuff. But, like, playing through the Fable series most recently was just like, oh yeah, this looks like butts. It's not bad, not by a long shot, but it's like, my memories of the game were always so much more vibrant than the actual reality of it. I never remember the exact layout you want to have for these. I don't remember if it's 2 columns or 3. Part of the reason why memory is such a, I guess not a poignant thing for me, but a thing that I'm mildly obsessed with is, once again, at this point we have, I mean, I've been playing video games my whole life, but at this point we have X number of years of gaming history, and, you know, with all the remakes and the remasters, it's not uncommon to, like, go back to older games and be like, wow, this looks completely different from what I remember. And so for me, yeah, I'm going back to games that I played when I was an adult, and, I mean, obviously I still am an adult, but I'm going back to games that I thought looked amazing, you know, 10 years ago, and it's like, it looks okay. Some games hold up. I wish EA would go back and just update this for widescreen support, and just so there's some you know, well, it's the right resolution. Because I'm pretty sure this is 720p or less. But it is fine. It is fun, and truly the most important part is the gameplay still holds up really well. I had such a weird, like, disconnect from what this game looked like compared to what it actually is that I had to comment on it. Trick is to play games that always look like trash. That way you absolutely destroy your standards. I mean, yeah, there's that. How old are you, Wander? Turned 30 a couple months ago. I'm not that young. I'm not that old. But, I don't know. I just always have those moments where I'm just like, man, I remember when, like, Dead Space came out and everybody was super into it. And then it's like, oh yeah, that was like 12 years ago. Plants vs. Zombies 2 is their remastered version of the game, which is a damn travesty. If they re-released a Plants vs. Zombies 2 that wasn't, you know, just microtransaction hell, I'd be up for it. But as it stands, last I checked, it's still microtransaction hell. And I want nothing to do with it. Back in time to hear Wander's age. Can't believe I'm older. One thing, maybe I sound older just because I talk for a living. Which lends my, means I'm gonna end up with a deeper and, like, more hoarse voice just as a result. Like, yeah, I mean, you can go back, even a couple years ago, or to, like, videos from a couple years ago, and I'm like, holy shit, I sounded completely different. Digging this music. It's iconic. Like, every single aspect of this game just is almost timeless. Plants vs. Zombies 2 is only getting worse. I doubt it'll change. They're still updating Plants vs. Zombies 2? I figured they would have just, like, totally given up on Plants vs. Zombies and just gone for a, you know, just only focused on the Garden Warfare games. I guess that really must mean they're still making boatloads on Plants vs. Zombies 2. Shame. Because I would love to see them return to this style. You know, just some new things, some new towers, and just sell it at a reasonable price of X number of dollars and not, you know, crazy money. Because microtransactions just makes everything feel dirty. It was one of the reasons why I was so, like, about even coming back to this, is just like, I want to play it, but I also know that there's going to be that, like, mild expectation of, like, what about Plants vs. Zombies 2? And it's like, nope. Don't doubt the ability of a company to wring every last dime they can. It sucks. It sucks. I mean, hell, even EA was, like, beloved 15 years ago. It still had its problems, yeah, but outside of a couple of people that were particularly mad at the loss of Westwood, for example, they remained one of those kind of companies that generally made pretty good games, and people recognized that. Alas. Probably could have held on a little bit more and gotten another Sunflower, but still. That's why I generally play indie games more than anything else. It's like, I mean, yeah, I could play the latest AAA open world Shmahabadababad, but Alternatively, nah. Panicked for a moment and was like, did I put that down in the right spot? I don't know. I did. Okay. Wonder you're gonna get the corn cannon. I usually go for melons. I always thought the melons were kind of a good strat in this one. So you talking about Westwood Studios? Yep, people that made Red Alert. I grew up on those games, and then EA bought them out, and they were never the same. The Command & Conquer 3 had some redeeming features, but comparatively, it wasn't that much. And then Command & Conquer 4 is, unless I'm mistaken, real hot trash. Okay. These two should be able to take this dude out. The company doesn't make a game out of passion for the media. They make games for money. Immediately kneecaps the potential quality of the game. Yep. Now I forget. Can headless zombies actually... I know they can attack you a little bit. I have, like, a very vivid memory of a headless zombie crushing me. Or not crushing me, but it was, like, squeaked past my defenses, and I was just mad. I'm pretty sure this is a false memory, but for whatever reason, I'm just, like, immediately being like, oh yeah, didn't one of those just squeak? Like, something had already hit the lawnmower, and then it just, like, bolts right through. They can't? Okay. Yeah, they always die if they lose their head. I just remember, this must have been like a weird theoretical thing that I was arguing with a friend about years ago, and we were just like, because they still take damage kind of after they've lost their head for like a brief second. Is that it? Ah, that's easy. I almost never use the single-use big damage. But maybe I should. I like the Red Alert series, but Tiberium Sun was my favorite. I like Tiberium Sun, but it kicked my ass. Like, I've never beaten a Command & Conquer game. I've beaten every single Red Alert game. Lets you dig up a plant and make room for another plant. Oh, right. Greetings, Dave. Name's Crazy Dave, but you can just call me Crazy Dave. Well, listen, I got a surprise for you. But first, you need to clear your lawn. Use your shovel and dig up the plants. Let the digging commence. Okay, goody. Now for the surprise. We're going bowling. Here, check this walnut. Why'd I put a walnut in your hand? Because I'm crazy. Now go. Bowl me a winner. I love the music for this game. I don't remember the bowling if the walnuts keep going past. No, it just does 1 damage. Oh, no, it does do multiple hits. Yeah, so we wanna wait on them. Forgot about Crazy Dave. Crazy Dave is great. Nah, let's just wait for a bit. Oh, nope. Yeah, I want that second group to show up. I don't think this is actually a problem in this mode, but I know for some of the challenge maps, you really want to have them stack up a bit for maximum damage. I don't know what you put in that walnut, my dude, but it is concern. Love to see you do a small series on Tiberian Sun. Let's see. So, I started playing through the Command & Conquer Remastered collection. I'd like to go back to that one. Honestly, if I was to do a RTS right now, I'd probably go back and play the Homeworld games, because I know Homeworld 3's on the way. And so that would be a little bit more pressing. Because I've actually never played the Homeworld games, and people keep asking for that one specifically. Let's see, you're going to play through the full game, or just a one-off like everything else today? I don't think I'm going to get to a... let's see, I don't think I'm going to play through the whole game today. But I wouldn't mind actually playing through this. I apologize if I seem hella casual about what's going on. I've played this game so many times that it's kind of half reflex. We should probably just take this guy's hat off. For goodness sake, I'd include no backseating in the title if you stream any RTS. I mean, honestly, considering it's one of my channel tags, anybody that does it nowadays, I'm not going to say is a lost cause, but... Wow, that was a good hit. There's just after a certain point, there's no helping people. And the only thing that'll actually get them to avoid backseating is straight up giving them a timeout until it makes, well, it sets in. Anyway, explodes on contact, but takes time to arm itself. Ready, set, plant. Can't wait for you to play the Homeworld games. It's probably going to be sooner than later, maybe. One way or another, I want to start tackling it before January is over. Yeah, there's also Deserts of Karak, which is solid, which I actually played. So I already have a full series on that one. It's tempting to go back and play it again, because it was actually a lot of fun. But mixed feelings on that one, if only because replaying games is always time-consuming on my end. I also have kind of bitter feelings about that game, because I was a little impatient, and I was being like, man, if you've never played a Homeworld game, at least for Karak, there was the really long, like, starting sequence where they were doing prep and you were getting attacked a little bit. And I was commenting that it wasn't very fun spending the first half hour just having them kind of prep for launch. But that's how it worked in the old game, I guess. And so when I was criticizing it, I got attacked by a bunch of fanboys being like, how dare you question this masterpiece? I'm like, oh no, not this. Unfortunately, I've got like a billion other things I gotta focus on, so it's just like, well, where do I find the time for this? And the answer is usually at the cost of all of my other side projects. Or vice versa. Okay, I don't remember if this guy actually has more HP. I know he can hop walls. Oh, he just hops the first thing in front of him. There we go. Respect the pole vaulter, for he is a jerk. He might take that guy out, but we'll be okay. Nope, we're good. Yeah, getting the walnut up early is nice, because he gets the speed boost while running up to the walnut. Is that it already? I guess so. Jesus, like I don't even need the cherry bomb that much. Easy pizza. Hell yeah. Shoots frozen peas that damage and slow the enemy. Okay. There's just something so incredibly pure about this game. I don't know how to put it apart from the fact that, like... So, how many games have I played today? Started with Retropolis, which is always fantastic. And then I switched over to just like a bunch of base defense-y games. And... Gosh, I don't even remember which was the first one that I played. But one thing that I always kind of... I'm not going to say struggle with certain games, but... Time dilation is always weird when playing games. Some games you can play for like an hour and be like, man, I got a lot of shit done. And some games you just play for like 20 minutes and you're like, cripes, will this ever end? And so like I look over the clock and I've already been playing for 22 minutes and I'm like, it doesn't feel like it. It's just such a smooth and casual experience where you always are slightly engaged. You know, you're looking for the sun drops to pick up. You're planning out your strat. You're paying attention to where the zombies are coming from so they don't just, you know, nibble you. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to get enough pea shooters to actually take that guy out. Why the potato mine is so good. If I remember right, can you actually have more plants than just the initial 6? I think... I don't know, it's been a while since I've played this. Okay, got the Spadao achievement. Oh boy, that looks horrid. There we go. Now we don't need any more sunflowers. I had a friend that was trying to do a full playthrough of this game without a single... without a single sunflower. I don't think he succeeded. He was very mad. It was very hard. Okay, yes, you can buy more slots. Cool. It's like, I'm pretty sure I get more than this. But I honestly don't remember. Because, yeah, unfortunately, it's been a while. So I'll just get that. This is gonna bother me, but I wasn't paying attention. Probably gonna bother other people more than me, though. I've kind of become desensitized to my own lack of care. Wow. The Snopey is just kind of wrecking shop. My poor walnut. Poor dude has no idea what I'm putting him through. I mean, maybe he knows. Maybe he's just paralyzed by fear. No, he definitely has like an eyebrow wiggle. Or not an eyebrow wiggle, a lower eye wiggle. Does he? Does he actually? Maybe he doesn't. Oh, there's still more coming. Oh, right, because this is one with the two big waves. Well. This is why I probably want to hold on to the cherry. Okay. Alternatively, we can just keep dumping dudes down. Now, are there any, like, healing plants? I know in the, no, in Garden Warfare, the Sunflower is a healer. And maybe, like, one or two others, but that's a completely different dealio. The Walnut will always feel pain. His whole existence is pain. Luckily, he's come to terms with it, so it's not so bad. And I guess, screw it. Let's just get more of these down. What else am I gonna do? Spadow. Spadang. Spadoodle. Yeah, honestly, what am I going to do with these guys? Please go away. Please do not hop my walls, you jerk. Man, the cherry bomb actually takes a while to charge. Oh well. Yeah, in Plants vs. Zombies 2, there's a healing plant. Okay. I just want nothing to do with the microtransactions, so it's just like, I guess I will never know. And that is fine. Hey! I like this guy. Devours a zombie whole, but is vulnerable while chewing. Look at them, it's a bucket boy. Okay. You know what? Let's grab the cherry. This might get a bit dicey. Because I like to use the Spud Mine as an early anti-bucket head gambit. The cherry bomb is less helpful overall. It would be sad not to have Wanderer's Bunny. Yeah, probably not. They've gotten enough of my money over the years. Here's the question, though. How much more successful is Plants vs. Zombies 2? Like, it's gotta be magnitudes more successful, right? Just in terms of equal parts, you know, how big the player base is, and how much money it's made them. Like, is it successful? I have no idea. Because I know, from my own biased perspective, Plants vs. Zombies 1 is the better game. And the more successful game, but that's because all I've ever heard within my own circles is that, you know, Plants vs. Zombies 1 is superior. Mainly due to the lack of microtransactions and the like. The walnut down. We might lose the walnut. It's better than trying to spring for anything else. There we go. Problem solved. He looks less happy now. Oh, just one son. Hmm. That is a very inconvenient bucket. Yeah, that's why the Spud mines are probably still super worthwhile. Oh, there we go. Huh. Wait. At least Plants vs. Zombies 2 is better than 3? There was a 3? They made what? What? That must have been made by the exact same people that made that really just awful Command and Conquer mobile game. That's the only explanation I can immediately think of. Okay, final wave. Well, it was a bit of a hack job, but it worked. I just had to have sufficient munch plants to just instigate things. I'm saying words. There we go.